You
What do you mean by that?
bro.
What do you mean by that?
Bro, in this device right here, there's billions and billions of pages on Google.
Yeah.
You can learn anything in the world.
Yeah.
People go very wide, but they don't go deep, and they pick so many different things to go and spread their attention on. But then you can never get crazy growth if you're spreading your attention in all these 10 different places.
Do you celebrate your small wins or wins in general? You said it so easily, 340k.
I hit 100k, I just put on my story. I hit 200k, I just put on my story.
But bro, like how? When do we celebrate then?
Like 90% of the comments were just based on assumptions. Saying mommy, daddy's money, rare, all this. And if they actually watched the video, they would understand that. It is absolutely nuts to me.
But I do feel like the word in our community is diluted. Literally, someone can get 1,000 likes on a post and they call themselves influencer. What are you influencing? Like,
That's the question right there.
You know.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's your host with the most, or one of your hosts with some of the most. He's got the rest of the most. You know
Come
what I
on.
mean? My name's Jonathan.
My name's Rob.
Now I mean, we're the Purpose-Led Club.
Yes, sir.
Actually, we can call ourselves a Purpose-Led Club. We're Purpose-Led.
It's the family, man.
It's a family. You lot are the club. Do you know what I
Right
mean?
there.
Right there. Already know.
Look, yeah, got a big guest today, so I want to do the honors as we always do. I want to introduce him properly because he's a special man. This guy here, I wrote it down so I don't miss anything, right? He's a personal finance content creator,
Okay.
influencer,
Okay.
currency trader,
Okay.
featured on top magazines, The Guardian. I saw it.
Oh, just the Guardian.
Yeah, just The Guardian.
Just The Guardian.
Just there. Just put it out there, man. The
there.
Guardian, just there, man. Headlined Westfield, bro. I used to go there back in the day.
Headliner
fam.
like wireless.
Bro, like wireless. Fam. I
That
used to
is
go to go Westfield back in the day.
Back in the day, I was there the other day, bro.
Oh, so
I was there the other day, bro.
wow.
Yeah.
Bro, just headlined it like that.
Just like that.
Just like that. As well as that too, he's the co-founder of the Gen Z Club.
We got the Gen Z
Also,
boys.
overall, our friend and just an amazing guy. A real inspiration to the community. Showing people you can do it the right way. If you're consistent, persistent, have vision, you can do anything. He's showing that straight on. So guys, tap into this episode because it's going to be an absolute banger.
Serious. And before we start, remember to share this
Yes.
video with someone who you know will find value in it. And I know that there's someone, you're even thinking of this person right now. I can tell.
I can
don't
see
even-
it, bro.
I can see it.
Through the screen and through the wire like Kanye.
Through the wire like Kanye. We can see it. We know that you're thinking of someone that this is going to help. And even throughout the video, just have that person in mind. Send it to them. See what they think. You know what I mean? I'd like to hear it too. Drop it in the comments too. And like and subscribe and all the usual YouTube stuff. But let's get to it. Good evening, sir. How are you?
How you doing, bro?
When it comes to intro, you man, that's
Come on, we clap for ourselves right here.
like a little documentary or like a biography.
Easy.
Come
Proper,
on,
man. It's
Like,
Poku Banks, baby.
Yeah.
Let's go. I'm here, man. I'm here to
How you
talk
feeling,
business.
broski? How you feeling?
I'm feeling great, man. Just, filled with energy,
Yes,
filled
sir.
with blessings.
Yes, sir.
You know, ones who just keep on winning in life.
That's
like,
it, bro.
every
That's
single
it, man.
time. Win. Don't get me wrong, there's losses.
Yeah.
But win.
Yeah.
So,
win, loss, win. But it's good, bro. I always say to everyone in life, right? As long as you have more wins than losses in life, you're doing something right.
for sure.
You're doing something. And one thing for sure, also young too. Like the losses are part of the journey, man. Because if we don't lose now, I don't want to lose when I'm 50 years old when there's more on the line. I'd rather lose now when I'm young, there's less risk, all that stuff there. But anyways, let's not jump the gun real soon.
That's a whole topic as well.
The whole topic right there. But as we always do with all our guests, we like to start like this with one simple question. You guys probably know by now, and it's this: if this is a chapter in your book,
If this part of your life.
yes, that's sorry, bro.
There
Yeah,
you
that's
go.
it. If this part of your life was a chapter in your book,
There you go.
what would it be called and why?
It's
It's a serious one, bro.
It's a serious one. Sorry to catch you off guard, but we're not sorry.
It does.
Anyway.
I was gonna do a simple 22 because I'm 22, but nah. Let me do. I'd say elevation. I won't say elevation.
Elevation. Talk to us, please.
Yeah,
We
no,
got
I-
them Huncho.
Them hunts, you know.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, no, I say elevation because I think I'm at that point where I've got, the foundation set, but I now need to elevate it. It's not like I'm, building new bricks or whatnot.
yeah.
Like, I need to elevate, go on the elevator, press,
Yeah.
level 3. I'm
Yeah.
on level 2 now, let's go to level 3.
I like that.
It's just, now I need to keep going up with what I've got, No need to build anything new. Need to focus highly on what I've got and elevate to the next level. So elevation, just, turn up the pace and whatnot.
You know what
I
they say,
like
bro?
that. Go on.
If it's not broken, don't fix it.
If it's not broken, don't
If
fix
it's
it.
not broken, don't fix it. And I like the fact you started on ground 2. Because that means the foundation's already been set.
Yeah, level 1.
Ground 0, ground 1 have already been set now. Now you go from ground 2 to ground 3. So I like that.
And a lot of people are building their buildings. They're building so many different buildings that they never even get the lift in it.
Exactly.
But you've got the lift in your building because you're focusing on that one building. And I think that's something that people could take away just straight from the bat. We ain't even started.
If you leave
talking
right now, don't leave.
If you leave right now, at least you got one.
Yeah,
concept.
yeah.
Decent amount.
Yeah,
You see
decent
what I'm
about like
saying?
what 5 minutes? Or something like
Bro, we just started.
we're just cooking, man.
You know what I
Let's
mean?
Put the sauces in, man.
Literally, man. I'm just trying to build that apartment complex.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah. 100%,
Like that,
man.
you know what I'm
100%.
Yes, people, I have made a group, a community for people. I say people, but it's go-getters, entrepreneurs, people who want to improve their lives. Probably some of you guys as well might be interested. It's called The Round Table. And essentially in this group, I will be getting together a whole load of people who will have the same vision and they're about the same stuff. I'm just going to be sharing as much value, resources, I don't know, links to podcasts, to videos that I've seen, to books that I've read, anything that's helped me on my journey and helped my people on their journey, I'll be dropping in this chat. So if you're interested, go to the description below or whatever there is, it will be somewhere. Click on that link and join the chat. Trust me, you will love it.
Quick one, people. So I'm taking event bookings now to speak at events. For the last few months now, I've been speaking at universities and some schools, places such as UCL, Warwick, right? But now I'm officially taking event bookings. So if you want someone to speak to you guys about, or speak to your people about confidence, imposter syndrome, and the art of improvement public speaking, I'm the guy for you. So contact me on the code Klutze, Robert Klutze, and I'll be there for you. But yeah, no, but I really like that too, because one thing you said there too, which you kind of alluded to, but didn't say explicitly, is the whole idea that you're building your roots and building your blocks, your foundations properly. As you said, bro, so many people are focused on so many different foundations all at once. But there's actually a beauty in just focusing on one thing. And I've seen what you've been doing, bro. We've been seeing it. You're not focusing on like personal finance and then you're focusing on building an airplane. You're focused on one thing and making sure you're doing or being the best in that. And you being where you are right now is a credit to you just focusing on you and making sure you're putting the work in, putting the reps in, and getting to the place where you need to be. And so that's a little reminder for everyone too, a little point of reflection for all of us. Don't try and do everything. There's so many things out there to do. What Poku showed to us, in his lane, he's come an expert in that lane, by him just focus on building those foundations properly.
However, there is an argument for at the start of your journey, what should I do?
Okay.
Because there are so many things that you can do. What should I do? How many things can I try out? There's all these different things out there. How many things can you try? And then identify a couple of those things out of those many, many things, what your area of focus should be. But then so many people are stuck in that identifying stage for so long.
Yeah.
Just pick a couple things and go for it and go deep into those things. People go very wide, but they don't go deep. That's what I realized. People go very wide, but they don't go deep. And they pick so many different things to go and spread their attention on. But then you can never get like crazy growth if you're spreading your attention in all these 10 different places.
That's what I'm saying.
Because you give it, let's say for example, you got 100% of attention, right? And there's 10 different things you're interested in. That's 10% attention, 10% attention, 10% attention. But let's say for example, there's 3 things you're interested in. Now that's 33% attention on each thing. So that means your attention is divided 3 ways instead of 10.
I like that. I actually
Focusing actually, it helps so much.
Sorry,
in trying to
yeah.
get yourself to the next level.
No, 100%. Actually leads me on very nicely to the next topic. How did you choose your area of personal finance? How do you choose that? Because as you know, bro, we're bare young. There's so many different things for you to do.
Yeah.
This. How do you choose personal finance? How does that even?
No, you know what's crazy? No, personal finance chose me. So in the sense of I've been on this whole making money wave from young. Like
Yeah.
I was the type of guy in school to be selling you sweets, cookies.
Like you.
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
obviously I've seen that and I've been doing that from year 8 to year 11. So
Oh, wow, yeah.
kind of embedded in my brain right now. So
Well, you never got caught by the teachers.
I did, but that's when I had to hire people out and
Hire people.
yeah, I had to hire.
Like Bezos did that as well, innit?
Yeah. But I had
Of a
to.
feeb.
What I had to do, I had to what was it? Okay. Yeah. So I had to hire people. So essentially, at the beginning of school, there'll be the gates, and they'll check your bags to see if you got anything. I would literally meet someone around the corner, put all the stuff in their bag, and they'll walk through because they're innocent. They'll come check me. I'm like, yeah, check me then.
Man said he's a known fella.
Like I know, and then so I had to hire people that way, and then I even hire people to get stuff from me after school and whatnot. But yeah, anyways, that has been embedded in my brain. So making money anyway has always been, that
On your
to
mind,
me. But
yeah.
there's 3 M's. There's making money, managing money, and multiplying money. I only knew how to make money.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, to get to like the next level, how do I do that? And I realized, cool, I'm making this money, but I can't just be spending it straight after school.
Yeah.
Or I can't be making it and then saving up just to buy something that won't put any more money in my pockets.
Yeah.
So that's what you were doing. You were just making money and then spending it straight away, like on just some next stuff, like buying a toy or buying I don't know, whatever.
Well, I'd say by year 10, I got a little bit more clued on, but when I first started selling sweets in school, I mean, everyone was young. Yeah, 8, year 9. Yeah,
money out.
I make money and I'm going to spend more because
Yeah.
the reason I even started selling was because I was only getting £5 a week for pocket money.
Right, a pound a day.
Yeah, £1 a day. So
yeah.
I wanted to be eating chicken and chips every now and so after school kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I'll be selling just to be able to eat chicken and chips after school. And
Right.
be, you know,
Fun in
rather
the
than-
lifestyle.
Yeah. Back then, that was
That was a lifestyle.
that was nothing called.
Some men still do that, you know.
Another
Some men still do that, you know.
What do you mean?
Making money just to fund the lifestyle. But that's another topic in
That's
itself.
another topic.
Yeah, but obviously I realized, wait a minute, I want to be able to make way more, so let me put some money elsewhere. But yeah, so my love for, you know, wanted to build wealth and whatnot came from then, and also being able to keep my money to maintain it rather than just making it and spending it.
Yeah.
So then I have one characteristic trait, which is being self-seeking. So essentially going out of your way to go find out information, not waiting to be told information.
Okay.
That's good. That's good.
So going on the internet, I grew up on the internet, you know, laptop. I was the type of guy, rather than going out and playing football or whatnot, I'll be the type of guy in my room on my laptop, research the internet, watching YouTube. That was my childhood. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So all this stuff, I can learn little bits and tricks off the internet. There's billions and billions of pages on our phone, yet we're all stupid.
Yeah.
That's the funniest thing. So when you
What do
actually,
you mean by that?
bro,
What do you mean by that?
bro, in this device right here, there's billions and billions of pages on Google.
Yeah.
You can learn anything in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still stupid.
Yeah.
Go find it. go find simply.
What I like to say is Google. Google will answer most of the questions that you have. A lot of people come to people with questions that they can literally just type in on Google, and this is me as well. I'll catch myself sometimes about to ask someone something. I'm like, I can really just Google this right now and get the answer straight. Continue, bro.
Literally. So yeah, me being self-seeking allowed me to then learn way more about personal finance compared to the average person.
Yeah.
And me going out my way to do that helped me progress me further. Now, I obviously, at this point, it got to a point where I'll start helping my friends out. Or you can try this hustle, or you can start saving here, or start investing here. And then with this knowledge, I decided, you know what? Let me try and make an Instagram page, you know. Actually, their initial question was, personal finance. Yeah, so
How did it choose you?
So yeah, no, it just chose me because that's what I became known for. So by the time I got to year 12, people started calling me Banks.
Okay.
So yeah, the lifestyle, it chose me. And furthermore, since I started buying and reselling as well. So after selling sweets and whatnot, I started, you know, buying clothes and shoes and whatnot and reselling for more. At the time, like, yes, you know, 17 years old, in the area, you could say I had a bit of money, or not crazy amounts of money, but to have like, you know, like 5K chilling in your account at 17,
That's a lot of money
like
back then.
just money, man.
And to be called Banks as well.
Yeah.
People must have that perception, of course.
Yeah. So at that time, I'm now like a loan shark as well. Like, people need money. I loan them money.
Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah, the list of people that owed me money, like back in the.
Okay.
Yeah. So but I would loan like just on a case of like they need to get paid or just something minor. So so yeah, from there around me, like it was just embedded, and then yeah, I say I want to start teaching other people about it, but I wanted to reach a bigger platform, not just
Were people hearing you though in your circle and at your school?
in my circle. Yes, in the school, no. People only started hearing me once TikTok came involved.
Oh right.
But like I'll put stuff on my story, like motivational stuff on my story, but people were thinking like relax, like who do you think you are, type of thing.
It's so funny, isn't it?
It's only until the TikTok started to blow up. That's when
Funny, isn't
That's
it?
very interesting, isn't it?
It's life, innit? People only take you in properly when the other people take you in.
100%.
So, bro, talk to us about TikTok, bro. How did that even begin? When did that begin? So just to tell everyone the whole story, right? You start your journey, you're selling sweets, then you go from sweets now to reselling, you know, clothes, all that stuff there. Then you become a loan shark. That's a funny one. And then you're doing motivational stuff on your Snapchat, your social medias, and now you build a name for yourself, and now you go to TikTok.
And just a disclaimer as well, we've actually had an event already, us and the Gen Z Club, big up Austin and Dens as well, that Poku is of course a part of, and he actually already explained this on stage, and that video, matter of fact, you explained part of this TikTok story on stage, and that video will probably be tagged up here as well, so you can
but
kind of look at that after.
I'll quickly explain it. But essentially, obviously, Instagram was the popping thing, and it still is a popping thing. So I thought, you know what, let me make a theme page. You know, the ones you see on Instagram nowadays, just pictures and writing and infographics.
Yes.
So I started doing that, but you know, after about 4 months of hustling, I got like 300 followers. To me, that wasn't good enough. And furthermore, I had A-levels coming up, so I thought, you know what, let me bun this page. Like, did it, cool. Then later on that year, I then went to uni, and then I went to like a little networking event, like just a little like 10 people, 15 people thing, and one guy I met there was saying, "Oh, jump on TikTok."
Wait, what made you go to that networking event?
I think Denzel invited me. Denzel.
Okay, big
yeah,
up Denz, man.
and that's where the whole Gen Z idea came from. Anyway,
Right.
yeah, it was actually in Starbucks. So essentially,
Wow.
imagine we'll go to Starbucks. It was in, I don't know if you know Stratford, but
Yeah.
we'll go to the upstairs section of Starbucks and take up the whole floor. So imagine,
Oh yeah.
imagine taking control of Starbucks without paying any fee or whatnot,
yeah.
and then they're coming up asking us to buy at least a drink because
Okay,
we're
because
there
you're taking up
chilling.
the space. Yeah.
Imagine we just occupy the space as
Yeah.
as us we will do. But yeah, at that event, he said I should jump on TikTok, spread the knowledge. Because I asked him, you know what, I want to, in 2020, so that was the start of the new decade. I told him, you know, I want to start either a podcast or a blog or a YouTube channel or Instagram page. But he said, no, bun that, start TikTok. And his reasoning was Gary Vee, and he's saying it's the next biggest thing. So then I researched into what Gary Vee was saying. He was saying, yeah, jumping it. So I'm like, cool, I'll do it.
Gary Vee has been screaming TikTok for years, bro.
Really?
And he was right. He's been screaming so many things for you. TikTok. Bro, this guy's been screaming it for time.
Wow.
And he was so correct.
Yeah,
He was so correct.
He
He's got
screamed.
so many different bets, even in terms of stocks and the companies that were going to do good, they've done extremely well.
Wow.
And he's made a lot off the back end of that.
Wow.
Yeah, Gary Vee, he called NFTs, he called, pretty much a lot of things nowadays. He called it. But that one I just decided to listen.
Yeah.
And so then, as the 1st of January, my New Year's resolution, or for the decade, I was like, let me start something new. Personal first TikTok video from there, being consistent. The rest is history. But yeah,
Well, what's the current?
the current 340,000 followers.
Oh, 340.
Yeah.
Oh, 340,000.
340,000.
Yeah.
Oh,
on
question:
TikTok.
do you celebrate those stuff? Because I mean, I'll talk about it earlier on. For me personally, yeah, one thing I need to do more often is celebrate the small wins. We talk about ourselves often, right? But me personally, I just celebrate my small wins, and obviously to other people it might not be small. But to you, do you celebrate your small wins or wins in general? You said it so easily, 340k.
Yeah, you know what? I don't. You know, I hit 100k. I just put on my story. I hit 200k. I just put on my story.
But bro, like how? When do we celebrate then?
That's a good point.
That's a
'Cause when you get to a mil, that's just going to be extra 100,000 from 900k.
Yeah.
Look, bro, 100,000, 200,000 people. Bro, that's a stadiums, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what's crazy? I never deeped it because I blew up during COVID.
So locked up.
Imagine I'm locked up in my room. I'm just seeing numbers going up on the screen.
Yeah.
I didn't know how bad it was until E Out to Help Out came out that August. And then when I'm
What a
out,
scheme, by the way. What a scheme.
yeah, when I'm out and about, you know, I'm clocking people looking at me weird. I'm thinking, why are you looking at me? Then I realize, I got 200. Oh, makes sense.
It's a lot of people, though, isn't it?
Yeah, so I didn't even deep. It's only until like after
Yeah,
COVID, then I
yeah,
realized,
yeah.
oh damn, I'm bait. But
Yeah.
during COVID, I'm just seeing numbers. Imagine seeing 1K. It's just numbers to you.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking 200K in a stadium.
Yeah.
So
Bro, do you know what is here about social media? It's such a shame, man, because behind the numbers, there are actually so many people's minds, hearts who are taking in the information. But because we just see the number, we don't deep it at all. Like, big up the audio people. We reached 10,000 views on audio.
Yeah, 10,000 listeners.
I didn't even deep it until I'm talking to you right now. Like, that's what 10,000 people have taken it in. That's 20,000 earlobes, you know? That's 20, but you don't really deep it until like conversations like this, where you're going back and forth, realizing, whoa, that's a lot of people. 100,000 people, 200,000, 300,000. That's a lot of people, you know?
yeah, it's a lot.
So that's really interesting. But that leads me on to my next point. So now you say you have 340,000 people or plus on your page. It's fair to say now that you're an influencer in the space now. Now, my question is to you, right? Being an influencer, being Mr. Poku Banks, how do you separate being Mr. Poku Banks and being Mr. Poku Banks?
Well, wait, before that, can we just identify what influencer is?
Yes.
Like, what
Let's
actually
talk about
is an
that.
influencer?
Let's talk about that
Is there
first.
actually a definition for it?
You know what? It's an interesting point, but you want to go first?
Yeah, what is an influencer?
Yeah.
One could say it's somebody that carries large influence over a mass generation.
Mm-hmm.
But I do feel like the word in our community is diluted.
Yeah.
Like, you know, literally someone could get 1,000 likes on a post and they call themselves influencer.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
what are you influencing? Like,
That's the question right there.
you know, I
That's the
mean,
question.
do you know what I mean? Like, just because you got a big back, what are you
Yeah,
influencing?
yeah.
Like, just a lot of horny men like.
Yeah.
That's
No,
it.
that's real, bro. It's real.
So, I don't even like to be I don't like to be put in that bubble, but
yeah.
you could say, what they say for me now, they call me finfluencers. So,
Influencers. What's that?
Financial one.
financial influencer. So, you're influencing the
More
financial
niche
decisions.
down to your area.
Yeah.
of teas.
But the word do I like being an influencer or be quote unquote no, because I'm not an influencer. I'm just okay, no, actually I am, because
Yeah.
things I say influences people to make decisions.
yeah.
But I didn't set out to be that. I'm just being me.
Yeah, yeah.
It just so happens 340,000 people watch me.
Hey, that's all part of it, bro.
That's
I always say to people, follow your gifts, and people always find a way to you. If it's, you know, I mean, that's not necessarily true, actually, to be fair, because sometimes you follow your gifts, you don't necessarily get the influence, but in your case, you did that, bro, and people just came along.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, I was gonna say.
Question,
Yeah, my main question is, how do you separate? Because obviously you're an influencer. How do you separate being Poku Banks and being Poku Banks?
Explain that.
I don't want to explain it. I want
Oh,
to
you
keep
don't wanna
it.
explain?
I want to keep it very
Okay.
broad. I want you to
Go on,
take
bro.
it from there, man.
I try to, but I don't. I try to separate it, but it's hard. It's hard because people. Okay, the unfortunate thing is people already have a preconceived perception of you based on what they see online.
Yeah.
So when you turn up and link them or meet them, if you don't fit what they think of you,
Yeah.
then they feel like, oh, he's not the same, or they feel like he's not who he really is.
Yeah.
But I don't know what you may have seen. You may have seen a few comments
Yeah.
of people, you know, chatting rubbish,
Yeah.
and you may think, oh, I'm this type of person, and then
Yeah.
I'll turn out to be someone different. But how do I separate? And that's the thing. It's hard. I don't have a private Instagram, so my Instagram is my business page, but plus my personal page.
Hey, was that like an intentional choice? That you know, some people separate the two. Like,
I- you know what? I should have separated it. Looking back, I should have, but
okay,
I didn't because I felt like. Actually, to be fair, yeah, no, it's just like Poku Banks. That's me. I didn't wake up one day say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna start a TikTok page and call myself Poku Banks." I was Poku Banks in my area before
Yeah,
TikTok.
yeah.
So that it already, it's like me being a rapper. My page would already.
be a rapper.
It's just me, like yeah. So it's,
So that's the thing. How do you separate the two, then, bro? Like,
Do you separate the two?
Yeah, do you like we go to a function now? Are you Mr. Poku Banks from TikTok, or are you are you just Poku? Like, how do you separate the two, bro?
I personally feel like the masses haven't seen who I really am. I feel like I'm still me wherever I am, but I'm just more reserved at certain places.
Okay.
Whereas other places or with closer friends, I'm more myself.
Yeah.
But I say at most like industry functions or whatnot, I'm more reserved and just more chill.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Do you feel like being in those environments, yeah, you kind of have to like show a side of yourself to fit their perception of you, rather than being, as you said, your most authentic self as you would be in front of your peers and your close friends?
Yes, people, I have made a group, a community for people. I say people, but it's go-getters, entrepreneurs, people who want to improve their lives. Probably some of you guys as well might be interested. It's called The Round Table. And essentially in this group, I will be getting together a whole load of people who will have the same vision and they're about the same stuff. I'm just going to be sharing as much value, resources, links to podcasts, to videos that I've seen, to books that I've read, anything that's helped me on my journey and helped my people on their journey, I'll be dropping in this chat. So if you're interested, go to the description below or whatever there is, it will be somewhere. Click on that link and join the chat. Trust me, you will love it.
Quick one, people. So I'm taking event bookings now to speak at events. For the last few months now, I've been speaking at universities and some schools, places such as UCL, Warwick, right? But now I'm officially taking event bookings. So if you want someone to speak to you guys about, or speak to your people about confidence, imposter syndrome, and the art of improvement public speaking, I'm the guy for you. So contact me on the code Klutse, Robert Klutse, and I'll be there for you.
Nah, I'd rather be more. I try to be more authentic. Like I just be me, regardless of the situation. I wouldn't do something just to make them, help fill them up and help them feel like, oh yeah, he's
this guy.
Yeah. Like I'll just be myself regardless.
Nah, I like that, man. No, the reason why I asked that question, yeah, is because like I've always thought about it too. Because obviously we're getting to that space now where I don't like the term influencing, but technically we're influencers, right? But I don't want people to just see us as who we are here. Like,
Why do you think we're influencers?
because we're influencing people's like as we said, like on our podcast beforehand, we've helped people, fortunately now, go from point A to point B in their lives where they were in a dark space to now living a life flourishing. So in a sense, we're influencing people, but I don't want to be put in like in a box where people just see me as this person here behind this camera here. Like there's still a lot more to us than just in front of the camera or behind the camera. Which is why I want to ask the question how you dealt with it, being an influencer, but also being yourself at the same time.
Yeah, no, I'm still working on it. To be fair, again, I'm not perfect in it, but what I've heard from other people like that similar levels to me, I'd say they just keep it brief when it comes to the public thing. In terms of if they run into a fan or whatnot, they keep it brief. They don't just try not to show too much.
Yeah.
And then obviously they've set a profile for business and one for personal.
I see.
But I did mine all personal and business. It's harder.
It's not too late though.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Not too late. You can still make a personal page.
Yeah, it's true.
But then this is just what you're used to now, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's
But
just the way it is right now.
yeah, I might have to see. But then I like having the followers, or it's nice to use for my personal doings.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
So
Yeah.
so it helps.
It's social credibility, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's social credibility for both aspects of life, your personal life and also like your professional life too. Would you even call it your professional life? Like what you do in terms of just your day to day? Would you say that this is my professional life, or is this just your life?
I think it's just my life.
Yeah.
It's just my life. Yeah. I really have mixed both together, really. Yeah, I'd say it's just more my life. But anyways, in my whole life, I always try to carry myself as professional or as proficient as possible anyway.
No, I feel that.
So,
I feel that.
and I've always been called like a serious guy. Like, for example, like in school days, I was, getting A's,
Come on.
A stars.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I mean?
Can't relate.
In sixth form,
I can't relate, boy.
in sixth form, I slipped off a little bit, and then uni, I slipped off a little bit more. But that's all because of entrepreneurship started to take control of me.
I saw that. I feel it. Do you know also, because like you're in a personal finance space, right? I mean, stereotypical here right now, but like it's more like a white male dominated industry. You're coming, a white male, older dominated industry. You're coming in as a young black male. How was that like for you? Do you feel like a bit of a imposter syndrome? Do you feel like I shouldn't be talking about? How was that like for you, bro?
You know what? I really applaud the courage that the 90-year-old version of myself had.
Yeah.
Because now that I look at it, it's a bit mad, but I deeped it. The reason I must have blown up so quick is imagine a young black guy coming in your screen telling you what to do with your money.
Yeah.
A young black and he's saying, and he's coming with it on a blunt, like if you're not doing it, you're stupid type of thing.
Yeah.
So at the time, I was just doing me, but looking back, that must have brought so much eyes, and I can see where the hate comes from and whatnot. So, but do I right now? No, I feel like times are changing. The skin colors are relevant, but I'm adding a new bit of flavor and a change to this generation and the way we consume information.
I love that.
Even off the back of what you're saying in terms of hate, one thing I said to you, matter of fact, the first time I met you was at the Gen Z event.
Yeah, I remember.
It was the first Gen Z event.
Okay,
And
yeah.
I remember it was after the event I actually spoke to you.
Yeah,
properly.
I remember, yeah.
And I said to you, bro, I love what you're doing, but I don't understand why people are always getting onto you when you're trying to do something positive.
Oh, yeah,
And it was even in that period of time, in the Corona time, like, when everyone was in lockdown and no one could really go outside, when you were putting out your stuff, and then even I was seeing your face on Twitter and all that kind of stuff. I'm just and I even saw Austin, he was just like obviously bigging you up and all that kind of stuff. And I was just like, what did he do to make these people that mad? What did you do to make these people that mad?
It's crazy.
I honestly don't understand how you're putting this positive stuff out there. Yeah? You're putting this stuff up, trying to help people better their lives, right? And then people ain't trying to hear it. But then when there's negative stuff out there, I'm not going to go into details of the negative stuff, but there's bare negative stuff on the internet, especially Twitter as well. That kind of stuff is all over there. Like when that kind of stuff gets out there, it gets applauded and it gets praised and it gets spread around like wildfire.
Yeah.
It's not. I don't understand the culture. Personally, I do not understand it. And that's something that I said to you first time I linked you.
Yeah, I never understood it as well, because I never, before TikTok, I never been hated on. I was always loved by everyone in my area, in my school. So to like see like someone chatting rubbish about me, and they're not even using concrete evidence or facts. They're just saying they blatantly just don't dislike me. It's like, rah, like, is this what they call hate? Is this what these rappers are always talking about? They're haters, and it made me. So yeah, no, it was a big switch, because I've never been hated on.
How do you deal with that then?
Yeah.
How do you deal with the hate?
Well, firstly, I quickly understood that if I can't see their profile picture and I don't know them, then the words mean little to me.
Yeah.
If Ronaldo came out here hating on me, then cool, get to me.
Yeah,
But
of course.
just a random guy with no followers and he's not even showing his face. like, bro, to me, you don't even exist. You don't exist to me.
Yeah,
like in my world, you don't exist. Maybe in your world. And secondly, I have to understand quickly, I have to be doing something amazing for them to even stop to comment.
Yeah.
To be fair, I barely comment on things. I barely. So for you to come and comment on my
Take
thing,
time out of your day.
It's a lot.
to construct this message. I know you deleted it probably once or twice to write the right. So for you to do that, it means I must be doing something to.
Yeah.
Big up James as well if you're listening.
James.
There was this video it did. I think it's nearly approaching 500,000 actually recently, and obviously small numbers for you. Do you know what I mean?
On TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok.
Damn,
TikTok. You know
nice.
what I mean? But decent numbers for us.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
no,
No, but it's decent. It's decent amount. You know what I'm saying?
Regardless, it's decent.
And he must have been
Run
saying,
your own race, didn't it?
huh?
Run your
own race.
Yeah.
And he must have been talking about like how he was ready for the recession and all that kind of stuff. And this is the first time we've ever experienced any sort of like hate or whatever on this video. He was just saying, I've been waiting for this recession for like however long. And people were like, oh, how can he say that? Oh, this guy's a this guy's a that. This guy's been spoon-fed, rare. But if they watched the video, they would understand that the full video, they would understand that is not the case at all.
Word.
Everything in the comments, like 90% of the comments were just based on assumptions. Saying mummy, daddy's money, rare, all this. It's all based on assumptions. And if they actually watched the video, they would understand that.
Yeah.
And I feel like so many of these people will come and they will talk about things that they don't even know about, and don't even know the person, and they'll be just so quick to judge. Off of like a 30-second video. It is absolutely nuts to me.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
It's like, how can you take 30 seconds of a video to try to judge 22 years of someone's life?
Do you see what I'm saying?
Do you get what I mean? So it's, how old are you? 24, whatever.
Yeah,
So,
she's like 25.
25.
Yeah.
yeah,
He will
but
say how like he's spoon-fed and that, but like they don't know where he's coming from. Like
Yeah.
he said he had to wake up in the morning to go and do the what do you say, the electrician stuff. Like he was doing it by himself.
Sparky.
The Sparky.
Yeah.
Big up James. He did all the electrician stuff before he got his big break.
We'll have the video up there.
But people, yeah, exactly. But people were saying, oh yeah, you got spoon-fed, but like, how can you judge someone's whole life in a 30-second frame? You know what I mean? Does that happen to you? I'm assuming that happens to you a lot.
oh yeah, no, of course. A lot of people judging, but again, at the end of the day, I just take it with a pinch of salt.
Yeah.
I don't take it too seriously. The hate, yeah, I don't feed energy to it. I don't reply to it.
Yeah.
You know, I don't add fuel to the fire. Unless it's constructive criticism, that's different. If someone has said, I don't like this video because X, Y, Z, then man will take time to reply. Because again, you're helping to improve the quality of my videos by me taking this feedback. But if you're just straight up just saying something without no reasoning, you're saying it for the sake of it, you're lying for no reason, then that's when it's like, the block button's looking very sweet.
Yeah.
So,
I feel like that's one thing that people don't really take in. A lot of people just disbar things as just, they're just hating. And this is real life too. Like real life, I remember Cam said, big up Cam get rich. He must have said something like, everyone thinks they got haters. Like I'm talking about people just that aren't putting themselves out there. Everyone thinks that the whole world's against them, but it's actually not the case. Sometimes people are just trying to help better you. Or matter of fact, even the things that they might even think is just hatred towards you can actually improve what you're doing. Like can actually improve your thing, but you're just taking it in as hate and you're just disbarring it. You're just pushing it off to the side because you're like, they're just hating. How about if you're hearing this thing, you might take it in and say, okay, what do they mean by this? Is this something that I can actually see in my own life? And then you can actually start to make a little bit of changes. And also, there was one more thing I was going to say about the hate in particular. Come back to me. It'll come back to me. But sorry, continue.
But yeah, as I was saying, I think we'll talk about the hate, bro. No, what we talk about? We're saying, I lost my flow. I was deep in your thoughts there.
hate. Well, I mean, for me anyway, for the hate, I'd say, you know, I don't mind it because again, you also get to be part of this special club that get haters. You know what I mean?
Good way to see it though.
The greatest people, we're talking, you know, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, LeBron James, Cristiano Ronaldo. All these guys get hate. So for you to also be a part of the club, that means you must be doing something.
That's what I was going to say. Also, the hate actually pushes you. It propels you. The hate actually propels you, not just because like you're hearing these terrible words that people are saying. I'm talking about in the algorithms. The algorithm actually pushes your videos out there when you actually get hate.
Right.
People, this is how Andrew Tate is doing what he's doing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like he's just getting all these people, he's building controversy, he's creating conversations, and this is all that these algorithms want. TikTok wants it, Instagram wants it, YouTube wants it. They just want comments under the video to see that people are actually discussing about something. Oh, people are discussing something, it must be interesting, so other people want to see it too. And then that's the thing as well, hate is like a train, like because people actually jump onto the hate train. Because people are just, we have this like, was it crowd mentality?
Yeah,
herd mentality.
yeah.
Herd mentality. When people see the masses doing something, they go and they follow that. And then when the algorithm pushes it out there and then they see all the masses in the comments talking about this, that and the other, they'll jump on that train.
Exactly.
And that's just how I see it.
It's mad. And I feel like for me, I've noticed when I'm doing well in life, the haters, they rise.
Yeah.
So when things aren't going as well, the haters decline. So I feel like sometimes, I need to do something crazy to get these haters on my back again. Like,
Oh, okay, so you actually like them.
yeah, like it shows that like you need to do something to make them mad.
Yeah,
you know, you need to get a new car or you need to, you know, level up. So again, I kind of use that as a gauge of how well or how popular I'm doing. Like when I was blowing up, I was getting the most hate. Do you know what I mean? But when things start to level out, it's like the hate dies down. So
So what about now? How's that like now that the hate?
Obviously there'll always be hates regardless. But it's like
standard.
I see one comment in the blue moon type of thing. Like every like few. Actually, every video there's always a hate comment, but I'm used to that. But like as in, I might. But like back in the day when I was blown up, there could be like 50% of the comments we hate.
Really?
Do you get what I mean? Or like a decent percentage. But now it's like one here and there.
Okay.
But that I'm even blind to that. Like my eyes don't even take it in.
100%. And I think being on the journey where you're on, being a content creator, I'm sure you had to go such tough skin because, bro, one comment can easily just ruin someone's day. But now you're just immune to it. But one thing you said actually on a video, which it stuck with me for so long now. You said, there's a reason why in a stadium there's 40,000 people in the crowd and 22 people on the pitch. And I think that's such a beautiful comment, bro, to like sum up that section there. Because if you're getting hate, that means you're in the limelight, bro. You see what I'm saying? Like the 20 people on the pitch, they're getting hate, but you can't do what they do. You can't even lace their boots. And they say you're doing your field there, bro. They're talking about you, about personal finance, but they can't do what you're doing, bro. They can't shut down Westfield. They can't shut down what you're doing, bro. So, bro, I just want to champion you there. But now we pivot beautifully into the next bit. I want to talk to you about.
And if you like that podcast, well, you're in luck. Part 2 will be out next week. That is 7 days away. Stay tuned, people. Stay locked in.